Today I'm going to be making this DL style card by using Sharon Duncan's Pastime CD, Beautiful Butterflies. And I thought I'd just make it, although it's a simple card, just to show you how to make a nice simple card using one topper and some backing paper. Quite often you think, oh, it's quite easy to make a nice card, but just faced with those two ingredients it can be, hard to think which way round is best to make attractive card from it. So I'm going to make the card, and then with a matching envelope, and then also on the CD is a pretty bookmark and envelope. So we'll go through those with you. So first of all, take one piece of Star Dream card, a backing paper sheet, one of the bookmark and envelope sheets, and a topper sheet. I've actually used the third largest topper here because it just worked well with a DL style card. I quite often use a lot larger card, square card, so I'd perhaps go for the larger one, but it's nice to make smaller cards sometimes just to use up the extra toppers. So take your card and we're going to score the Star Dream card, placing it on your scoring board and scoring down the trifold score line. I always score on the top and then turn it back on itself. It just gives a nice crease to the card. And then you want to cut off the excess. I like to use a guillotine for this. And another good thing about this is you'll have the excess piece here, which we're going to actually use to mat the topper on. So take your DL card and then set that aside. And now we want to make the backing paper. So I'm going to be using the Martha Stewart doily punch here. I always perhaps tend to use it this way, and one trick I find works well with me is to actually make a pencil line on the edge. So if I want to marry the two sides up, it works well knowing where I've placed the piece of card in the first place. So set about punching all down your edge. This is a 160 GSM card and find it punches really well. And with it you want to place on your card here and then just trim it a little bit deeper than you perhaps want, because again we're going to trim this piece and punch it, so that will take a little bit extra away. So again, punch in the same place. And as you can see, those two lines marry up at the top there, and had you not have started in the same place you wouldn't have got that. So now you've got your piece of backing paper. I'm going to put some ribbon on. Now you can do it one of two ways. I hadn't got the piece of ribbon that I actually wanted colour wise, so what I've done is taken a red ribbon and then I've set about colouring it in with a pro marker. I'll just show you quickly how to do that, because it is something that just helps get a nice uniform with your different colours in the card. So literally just take the broad end of the nib and swipe it along, and I find it actually soaks into the back very neatly. So once you've done that, you'll be ended up with a piece of ribbon. Just let it dry, and I'm going to, before I place my backing paper, I'm going to attach this to the back of the piece of card I've already done, just by putting a strip of double-sided the back. Because it's a sort of lighter weight card, you might find that it pulls up at the edge, but what I'm going to do is, now I've got to that stage, I'm going to attach the foam tape to the back. And you want to pay particular attention to the back, to the side area. Remove your backing from the tape. And then place down onto your card. And then, because you've fixed it firmly, you'll find that it won't pull up. Now you can tie a bow, or just to tie a knot, and just leave it as a nice straight edge, which I'll probably do now. And then just cut your ribbon off at an angle. And then you want to add your topper to your card, and I've done this by taking the extra piece of card that you had when you cut off from the DL style and added the topper. It fitted really well, so you're still going to end up with a piece of card that you can use in your craft box. So put on some foam tape and just add onto your card. And to finish it off, I always like to use some little flowers. Now you can just marry up the colours, whichever you feel you prefer. I think in this stage I'm going to use the white ones. Let's take a piece of Pinflair silicone glue and just pop a blob onto your ribbon, and I like to place some underneath because the weight of the roses will be quite heavy, and then just go about poking the flowers in. And there you have the start of your card, and I'm now going to be doing the envelope to match alongside the bookmark as well, but I'll do that in part 2.